Hey peeps, Game of Drike here. Welcome back to Timberborn. And we're just starting off with a bit of a time lapse, having a look at our beavers take down that massive structure that was in our dam project area. And since the last episode, I've done nothing other than this, given it time. It hasn't taken too long. We've had a number of beavers working on this, and once this time lapse is finished, you'll see that it's not quite finished. There's a couple more to get, but it won't take long. And then we're going to clear up that dam project area and start the big flood. I've also been having a think about what we should be getting out of this series, and I've come up with a plan. And the plan is that we're going to master this set of beavers by collecting 4,000 of all the resources and having 4,000 of all the resources stored safely in a vault for future generations. So if I've got this right, that's 4,000 logs, lumber, gears, paper mills, printing presses, explosives, berries, grilled potatoes, wheat, flour, bread, scrap metal, metal blocks, and water, which is quite a lot, but I think is doable. So let us move back now to see our furry friends coming at us and collecting the last bit of wood. No, that's not wood, that's metal. We'll just collect this last bit of metal and get back to the game. I'll speed that up a little bit so that it hurries up. Okay, so this is our dam project. It's now complete. As you can see, most of the beavers just sitting at the flags because they've got nothing to do. What we do have to do, though, is figure out how many metal this district has created, because, as I said in the last episode, metal is a finite resource. And that's it. All the metal is down. So let's bring back our interface and go and see over here in the storage how many metal has been gotten for us. So I'm going to say 2,600. Let's say 2,500 on average, because the metal structures are varying in size. This one's a lot bigger, and there are some smaller ones. And on the map we have 8 structures left, and we've taken 2 down, the one that we've just been looking at and also the one that is behind our main area. So there was 10 to start with. So I reckon we've probably got about 20,000 scrap metal left, which is going to be more than enough, I think, for our projects to complete. But we're done. This area is now completely done with. What we do have to do, though, is set up a distribution network, because we need to get this scrap metal back from here back to the main district. We can't leave it here. That would be a disaster, especially as we're going to flood this area. So let us start by building a distribution post, and we'll put it as close to the outskirts as possible. We'll put it the other side, why not? You can see it then. We'll let our beavers build that, and they're going to bring it over to here, and we're going to need to put it somewhere. We're going to need to store this scrap metal somewhere, and we need to find space for that. I think we're just going to fit it in here for now. I think that will do, and we will move it again some other time, but we just need somewhere to put it. So I'm going to build here a large storage, a large warehouse, and once that's built, I will set that to scrap metal only, put the path in, and then we'll be good to go. We're going to need a drop-off zone here, so we might as well do that close to the... Might as well do that here, close to where we're dropping stuff off. That doesn't take any beavers, but in this district we do have 11 unemployed, so I am going to create another group of hauliers, because that will speed things up for us a little bit. We are running out of real estate here. They can go there. It doesn't really matter where they are. And we have a drought coming. That's a shame, because I can't do this flooding in a drought. But it is going to take us a little bit of time to take this area down, because I am going to return this area to landscape. Why aren't you being built? You're short of logs. That's because we got rid of our lumberjacks. Let's restart our lumberjack, and we can get rid of these flags now. Oh, we've lost someone. I don't know why we lost someone. Died of thirst. Well, why didn't he get some water? Oh, don't tell me we're in this problem again. We are. We're in this problem again. That... oh, come on. Where are they all working now? We need to scavenger flags. Well, we don't need those scavenger flags anymore. Yes, delete all of those. And can we get some water, please, before the drought comes? That would be bad to lose all these beavers right now. We've got 2 days, so we should be okay. This is an annoying thing that... Would you please start pumping water, somebody? Anybody? Why are they not doing that? He's working at the grill. Stop working at the grill and go and get some water. And the lumberjack flag. We're going to lose this village. Well, that's a bad start. Okay, but that's the way it is. We've successfully lost this village again because of our water person dying. I suppose the other way to solve that problem is to have 2 water pumps all the time. Okay, let's get you out of the dam. I just need somebody working in the water. All our adults have died. Okay, that's a bit of a nuisance, I have to admit. I'm going to send 9. I'm going to send however many we've got unemployed over here, 7, to the dam project. And as long as it starts pumping water before the drought hits, which he's not going to be able to do. No. Okay. That's bad timing. So I'm going to migrate the entire population, adults and children, back to the central district. And we will close this area down for now and come back to it after the drought. We're not going to be able to recover this in time. Yeah, so when the person in here dies of old age, it basically means no one takes that job. If there's no spare adults, no one takes that job. And so they run out of water. Having 2 of those would fix that problem perhaps, because it's unlikely they would both die at the same time. And it would give time for the rest of the village to grow up. Okay. We will deal with that after. This area has now been completed and we're good to go and tidy this up. So we no longer need the scavenging flags. They can go. Or this path. That can go. What have we got in the way of resources? This has scrap metal in it, but it's attached to this district, so that will be dealt with in due course. This is empty, so we can get rid of that. This has stuff in it. What has this got? Berries, bread, potatoes, planks. Nothing too important, so that can go. We've already got rid of our population. There is no population in this district, so we can actually get rid of the district. Get rid of the builder's hut, get rid of the drop-off point, and get rid of our lodgings. And we can get rid of those resources. So that's good. This district is now closed down and ready for... We'll get rid of everything. Perfect. And that's been cleaned up and returned to nature. This will empty in due course, and that's fine. We will do something with this land after. We're going to have to wait now. We've got no choice. I'm going to have to wait for the drought to end for us to then repopulate this village to migrate the metal back to the main centre. We've got 6 days. This is a longer drought. It's slightly annoying, but there we go. We'll wait it out. So where are we going to build this vault of storage? Well, I think over here on the high ground. Couple of reasons. First of all, we've got 2 metal structures here that can be taken down, and I think there's one not too far away over here as well, although that won't reach that district, but it's not too far to travel. Secondly, it's going to be above any area that we're going to flood. We can increase the size of this area by blowing this little mountain range up, and I'm considering doing that. Yeah, and so that is the plan. This area here we will divert some water to somehow, and I think the way to do that is by creating a river up and around here. We shall do that, and then this will be a good area for growing trees. We'll move all our trees to this area, and that will take care of our lumber and everything else. We will then be able to create an industrial district maybe up here, and all the power that we need will come from the water and wind power. We'll do a combination, and we will create our lumber mills, our gear mills, and all the rest of it. So this will be one district, and then we'll have another district up here which won't have many people in it. It'll just have hauliers or to bring in the stuff. So when this district produces the crop or the metal or the resource, it will then bring it to this district and they will store it away. That is the plan. Okay. We're going to have to just pause here for a moment and wait out this drought, and then we will get started. I'll be right back. Okay, peeps, our drought is nearly over and we can get back on task. This is built. We have workers there, but not enough. We're going to have to migrate some people over as soon as the water comes back in, and that should be now. Let's go back up to the start of our river. There's the water coming through. We will be able to get this going again in no time. Okay, in the meantime, our vault has been built. We want to make sure this only accepts scrap metal, and we want it to accept as much scrap metal as possible. It's going to need a path to it, and that's good to go. These we don't want taking scrap metal. We want to ensure our scrap metal all goes to this one place. And this one as well. Well, it doesn't matter if that has scrap metal in it for now. That's good. Okay, our river is back flowing. The water is now moving out. Fantastic. I don't know why these are all complaining that they're thirsty. There is loads of water for them. They just need to stop and drink. Whatever. We no longer need this haulier or this distribution post. It doesn't do anything for us, so we can stop that, and that gives us 19. Oh, all of a sudden 17. Someone's died of old age. So we will migrate the entire 17 to our dam project and make sure that this project gets up and running again quickly, with the important thing being the water, thankfully. Then the farmhouse, then our hauliers in the district, and then that should get us our distribution post built. We have a lumberjack working. What are we short of? Planks. I think we might have closed down. We haven't got any spare planks. Wonderful. We may have closed down our distribution post a little bit too early. Don't need gears, but we do need some workers, so we will lose the scientists for a second and come back to them, and that should give us some people here to haul some planks over here for us. Okay, so we'll wait for that to be built up. Just bear with me. Okay, so that's now built, and I'm just returning the inventors back to their posts because this distribution has finished. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Well, from here we want to employ as many people as possible in distribution, and we want to set up a single route back to here of the scrap metal, and that'll be that. As soon as this scrap metal now is emptied, we'll be good to shut this down. I will start my baked potato factory back up again because we do need that. We don't need any builders, so the building huts can now be closed down, which gives us no unemployed in this area, and that's fine. We don't need any more lumber. That's fine. We do want to make sure we've got one unemployed adult, and that's good, because that means if this person dies of old age, there's someone to take his job. Okay, so this should be being emptied out now, and the scrap metal being taken away. All we need to do is wait for this to happen. Okay, and so our beavers are busily running backwards and forwards to this distribution drop-off point, and our other beavers within the district are taking the stuff out there. I did wonder why I spent a day waiting for something to happen, and it didn't happen, and the problem was within the drop-off point for the main district. We were limiting the number of scrap metal that we were allowing into the district. I had to change that and tick that box, which means we can accept infinite number of scrap metal now. Because we already had more than 100 in the district, they weren't shifting the stuff. So that's going to take a little bit of time. It might be worth building another distribution point. I don't know. We'll see how long it takes. We'll give it a day or two and we'll see how long it takes. Well, peeps, we're almost there. We've got this down to just 74 scrap metal, and they're clearing out the last lot, which is now all over here. They've done a fantastic job. It has taken forever, but it's done. Now, I realised I think I made a mistake earlier. I'm not entirely sure. We deleted the builders' huts because we thought they weren't needed, but I think I might need them back again to clear up some of these resources. But we will deal with that momentarily. How many have we got there? 42. Might take a day or two more to clear this land, or to clear the metal out of there. Why are they not moving? Don't tell me we're stuck again. Or maybe they've given up because it's dark. Okay. So, we're clearing up this area. We can do some of that without the beavers, because at the moment, certainly at the moment in the game, deleting resources doesn't require any effort. So yes, here we go. We're going to clear this area completely because I don't like leaving trees underground, and we're going to clear up all of this. We don't need logs anymore, although I'm going to keep the log pile for a second just in case I need to build back the builder huts. How many have we got? 27 to go. That should just be one more trip. And then that will be done. And we will finally have moved all the metal out. One of the things I have learnt in that process is it's not sensible to gather all the resources and then shift them to another district. I think we need to do that as we go along. So as we're building the vault project, we're going to want to move the materials, the resources, as they are produced. Otherwise, we're going to end up in a right old mess and it's going to take forever. 2 metal, are you serious? Okay, well, in the morning they will do that and that'll be gone. We'll give them that time to do that. And then finally we can do the big flood. Now, as you can see, we're in the middle of a drought, so we're going to have to wait for that drought to end anyway. And hopefully we can clear this up before that ends. Okay, folks, come back to work and please move. The last 2 metal gone. Right, that's this storage unit empty and deleted. Once this lot have finished and returned, we'll be able to check. We haven't got any stock, so they no longer have anything to do, so we can delete that. Now, do they come and build? What are they going to do? I want them to demolish stuff, but I'm not sure they're going to do that. So it looks like we might have to build the builder hut again, of which we need planks. That's hilarious. So we're going to have to send planks back out to this district because, yeah, I don't think we've got any planks in this district at all. Oh, we've got 25 planks. How many do these take? 10. Oh, we'd be okay. We'll be okay. So once they've built those back up, we will get the builders demolishing, which seems a bit of a daft way of doing things, but it's the way we need to do it. Okay, so those are now built. Our builders and hauliers are getting on with knocking down everything. We can do a little bit of tidy up work ourselves over here. We no longer need these paths and structures, so that can all go, as can this lot. Being very careful not to delete our damn wool, because that would be horrid. Now, that would cause me pain. Okay. We'll get rid of this fence across the top. Like so. And that is the end of that project. It has been a mammoth project. It's taken a lot of time and a lot of resources. Oh, look at this. They can't make their way over here to delete this lot. Right. I'll just run this as a time lapse for a second and we will get this lot knocked down. And there we go. All our resources are now down. I'm just going to go to slow speed. They've got enough food and water in this district to live for a little bit, because we now need to decide what we're going to do with these beavers. We can't really send them back here because they're going to be homeless. We could send a couple. But we already know we're going to be creating a new district over here. And we're going to do that immediately, really. Now, oh, there is a way for them to get up here. I was going to say there's no way for them to get up here, but there is. There's a tiny little step there. So that means we can build our new gateway here, and we can put in a path that will get our beavers here, and we can put in our new district. That's not the new district. We will face it that way. How far will that get us? Is that where we want to put it? I think it is for now. We can always move it. It's not too much of a pain to move. No, I'm going to put it down here. Change of plan. Okay. Now, we can make this area the living zone. So we've got to put in a warehouse for our beavers to have some food. And I will leave a small gap in case we want to build a path behind there. In fact, we probably will want to build a path behind there. We're going to want to have 2 lodgings for them. And we'll just build them here and here. These lodgings require steps. Again, this is a temporary setup while we get things established. Put a campfire back there. That would be a nice place to put a little campfire, a bit of entertainment for them. Like so. We'll need water for sure. And this is going to be a bigger setup, but for now we'll just put our 3 small water butts. We know that's enough water for 18 of them. And we will need a drop-off point, because at the moment they've got nowhere to grow or get water or anything else from. So we'll pop our drop-off point right by the gate and set up a new haulier. Now we're going to move this one. This is now out of the way. We're not going to be building anything else over in that direction, so it will make more sense to put a haulier over here, which it will fit. We will still be connected just. So we will build our, I say haulier, distribution post there, and once that's built up, we will send over here food, water, and building resources, logs, food, water, logs, and planks is what we need to get started with. So we'll just wait for this to build up. How many unemployed do we have in this district? No unemployed in this district. Why have we got no unemployed? Okay, we can close one of our builder huts down. We've lost a few there from old age. We haven't got any workers here yet. Okay. Can get rid of that hauling post. That was a temporary thing we put in. Or was it? We'll open it up again. That will have moved 4 over here. Okay, that's enough to get this route established. So we want some berries. We want some bread. And we want some potatoes. That will do for food. We definitely want water. And then we want logs and planks. And that should be enough to get us set up and get this district running. I'll just wait until some of that has come across. There it goes. And we can come over to here and finally close this district down. We will migrate all of that lot over to District 8, but we'll give it a better name. What should we call this area? Well, it's going to be our vault area. So, okay, well, for now, we'll call this vault, but we might rename it and have another vault district. We'll see. Wrong place. I've lost them. Okay, here we go. Migrate. All of you. 18 to the vault. Go. That is this district finished. We now have no one here and we can close it down, which means we can say goodbye to all the resources, all the buildings. Gone. Clear up the path. Clear up the route. And we can get rid of these paths now. And finally fill our wall in again. Because flooding this with a hole in the wall will not be a great idea. But that won't take them too long to build. We'll put the path back on top as well, because... So, let's check. Our double floodgates are closed to the full height. Our wall is almost completely sealed, which it is now. Is it the last one? Yep, okay. So, here we go. Let's see what happens when we start closing this floodgate. I'm going to do it half at a time because I don't want to drain this completely of water. And it's going to take a little bit of time to fill this pool and this land. And also, I want to just keep an eye. Oh, we've got a bit of a path left there. I want to keep an eye on where the water's going. Make sure we're not losing anywhere. So this, I think, is going to be filling now. Okay. There we go. That's now full. And so the water continues to spread, bringing green to areas that have not had green for a while. And hopefully all this area over here will become green. Excellent. Okay, let's take that up to a little bit higher. And basically we want to fill this up until we're just below the top there, and that will give us a nice pool of water to take resources from. We could even move our water pumps over here and take water from there rather than down here, which will allow us more room to put in wheels and whatnot. So there we go, our great flood. I will keep doing this, I will keep raising this until we're at a point where the water's flowing back over. Oh peeps, there we go, we have flooded our area. Our floodgates are set at 2.5. I don't think we can go any higher without breaching the wall. But that will do. That is a huge body of water that we now have. And that's going to give us as much water as we can ever need to use, I would have thought. We're not going to run out of water. I'm hoping that this will never dry up. That's going to be one heck of a load of evaporation if that does. We can do further things with this later on. We could, for example, divert the water down here a little bit and bring greenery to other parts. I'm not worried about that for now. We're going to next work on our project over here. This village has been established. We're going to bring greenery to this village by busting a wall through here, or busting a canal, I suppose is what it's going to be, through here, and we'll work out where we can bring that water to ensure this lot becomes green. And then this centre area here, I'm thinking, is going to become our forestry area, and then we will use the bit of land next to the canal as farmland, and that should set this lot up as self-sustaining. But that's for the next edition. For now, we will just marvel in the beauty that is our great flooded plain and enjoy the vista. As we say, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please remember to leave a like and subscribe. It does help me out. And I will see you next time in Timberborn when we start our massive vault project. Until then, stay safe, take care, bye now.